Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Today, I'm here to bring you an album review on Benny the Butcher's new project, Burden of Proof. Fully produced by your boy, Hit Boy. Alright? For you guys who don't know who Hit Boy is, he's responsible for hits from some of your favorite artists, such as Waka Flocka, Drake, Mary J. Blige, Lil Wayne, Eminem, Kanye West, Rick Ross, Big Sean, A$AP Rocky, Kendrick Lamar, Beyonce, Jay-Z, and that's just to name a few. So it's safe to say that boy is stamped. Now it kind of came of a surprise when we heard Hit Boy was producing Benny's whole album, especially with Benny coming into the game and considered new. But I must say they both gelled together like hair on a church Sunday. Alright, shouts to Benny for this album. Hit Boy did an amazing job on this project production wise. And I find it amazing because as he actually was doing this project, Hit Boy also was involved with doing something with Drake. And in the midst of that, he also worked on Nas' project too. That dropped a little bit ahead of Benny. Yeah, I think Benny project as well. So the creative versatility that man has is amazing because that isn't easy at all, especially when you got to channel your thought process to fit all these different artists with different styles and personalities. You got to deal with just too much, and to actually deliver, that's amazing. Now, on this album, Benny has features from Rick Ross, Freddie Gibbs, Lil Wayne, Big Sean, Dom Kennedy, Queen Naija, and of course he had to have the other two Griselda boys on it, Conway and Westside Gunn. Now the tape is definitely a great body of work. It had substance as well as concepts. It shifted emotion. It actually made me feel like it was an album instead of a mixtape like most of these albums are. You know how these albums just put together just to put songs together? Nah, you could tell this one was well orchestrated, well like charted to where like, alright, this song gonna go here, this song gonna go here, and it kept me entertained. Now at a time like this, where everyone seems to be making the same music and sound the same just to make $1, you don't appreciate artists such as himself that bring a different type of vibe. Alright, this is something that the older dudes more so are gonna gravitate to. Them same dudes that always speak about the 90s and how music used to have bars and it changed. Y'all know the rest. Now Benny is definitely going to have a big future in the music industry, and I think this album is just setting the tone, letting people know that he's here. The intro was dope, it set the tone for the album, and you kind of expected the album to have like a gritty New York subway station feel to it with a sprinkle of trap luxury. And it definitely did, I must say. I mess with all the songs, honestly. This album is a straight through. Now when I say straight through, I mean you could play it straight through as you drive it and you just zone out. Alright, but some songs that stuck out to me even more were 1, Famous, 2, Where Would I Go featuring Rick Ross, 3, Trade It All, 4, Legend, and 5, War Paint featuring the whole crew. Now speaking of War Paint, let me just say this, they all killed it. Conway, who always delivering, did just that. And honestly, out the whole album, that's actually my favorite song. Alright, then you have One Way Flight featuring Freddie Gibbs. Now I like that song a lot. Benny also came through for a track on Gibbs' album, which was fire, so I'm assuming that he was just returning the favor, and I'm glad he did. Them two have great chemistry in the booth and always come out with a trap classic for real. So, make sure y'all definitely go check those songs out. Now, if I did have to play devil's advocate, Big Sean's verse on Timeless with Lil Wayne, I think maybe that song could have did without. You know what I mean? That one could have excluded that verse. It just didn't fit. It didn't. I don't know. It was just a little off to me. I could be wrong, but y'all check it out and y'all let me know. And not to mention, he also had the legendary Mad Rapper throughout the whole album, doing what he do best with his hilarious commentary. Now for my youngins who don't know who the Mad Rapper is, he's the guy that most of you remember who was on The Voice in the beginning of 50 Cent's How to Rob song. Freestyle song, however you want to say it. Now his name is Derek Angeletti from Brooklyn, New York, and also go by the alias D-Dot. Now he also featured on Biggie's Life After Death album, and fun fact, he used to manage Kanye West earlier on in his career. So yeah, his credentials is pretty valid. Now Benny then went and grabbed another hip hop skit legend. His name would be Pain in the, you know the rest, Pain in the Butt, the other one. Mostly known for his quote, "Okay, I'm reloaded." That's a famous quote in his Al Pacino voice. He featured on Jay-Z's song Brooklyn Finest featuring Biggie in 1996. I think pretty much that's where he got his start. That's where everybody, recognize him from. So pretty much you could tell Benny was going for that raw 90s vintage feel that his fans love and know him for. And I think him and Hit Boy definitely delivered with this project. Shout out to them on this dope body of work. Now before we end it, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Because Benny was supposed to be releasing a song that everybody wanted to hear. He was kind of teasing everybody about a feature with Drake, saying him and Drake had something in the works or had something done, whatever. Now everyone expected it to be on this album, and that's what everyone looked for, including myself. But to our surprise, it wasn't on there. Now I guess he's saving that one for another day. I don't know, but I know that collab gonna be fire, and I'm anticipating it just like everybody else. Now, there's a few quotables I like, such as he said, quote, "What's more important, the flower or the soil that grow it?" Now a lot of people won't understand that bar is just a nice clean. That's a nice clean cut right there. I mean, what's more important, the flower or the soil that grow it? Like, that's a good bar. I like that one. It makes you think. He also said, "I chose money over fame, but ended up with them both." That's nice. Like, he had a lot of witty bars. You see what I'm saying? He had a lot of witty ones. And what's is another one? He had another one I like. He said something like, "You ever been getting money and then stop because the pressure of getting knocked, conflicted with hip hop?" Something like that. But basically, those are real bars that I can relate to, and I know other people can relate to as well. That's why I like them. Those are the ones I pick. Now you can do your own pick. You can check out the album yourself and check out the bars that you like. I'm sure, more than sure, you're gonna find something you like because he had a lot of quotables on there. Alright, so that's about wrapped it up for this review right here. Now I urge everyone who's a fan of good hip-hop music to check out this album, Benny the Butcher, Burden of Proof. Now if you like that review, make sure you smash that like button. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time I drop new content. We're already at 400 subscribers, and I want to thank you guys for your continuous support. And remember, as long as y'all keep watching, I'm going to keep dropping. I'm out.